Hello guys. Hope I guess you have gone to today's this week's coding challenge, and now let us discuss the answer for these questions. So let me get to the solution of Python for each of the two questions. So the first question is it like a pattern printing question. So the pattern goes like this, and number will be given. The number is nothing but the number of rows you have to print, and the pattern goes like this. So the first one, if you give 6, the first row will be 1, and then the second row will be 2 and 1. That is, it will be printed in reverse order, and the third row will be 1, 2, 3. So if you analyze the pattern, it will be like the first row, when it comes to odd rows, it will be printed in the normal pattern, that it will be printed from 1 to the row number. And if it is an even number of rows, it will be printed in the reverse manner. So that was the logic behind this pattern. So let us now code that. So for that, I guess we have to get the n value. Let me just so we have to get the n value. So n is equal to n input. N is nothing but the number of rows you have to print, and then you have to print the pattern in such a way that the odd number of rows will be printed from 1 to n, and the even number of rows will be printed from n to 1. So first I just iterate to the number of rows, that is 1 comma n plus 1. So your for loop runs from 1 to in the n values is 6, it runs from 1 to 5, and when your n value is 6, it runs from 1 to 6 exactly, and when your n value is 7, it runs from 1 to 7. So the outer for loop doesn't matter, so we are using the outer for loop to iterate to estimate how many rows we need. So first, then we will check is the row number odd or even. So if I modulus of 2 is equal to 0, that is when the row number is even, we have to print it in the reverse manner, right? So for j in range of it will be like I plus 1 to 0, since I have to print it from n to 1, so I don't need I plus 1, I just need I, right? Yeah. So since I'm gonna print it in the reverse manner, I just put the step as -1, and then I'm printing the j and giving enter 0 to print this particular row in the same line, and out of the for loop I'm just printing a new line, and if it is an odd row, I have to print it from 1 to n, right? So it's as simple as 1 to I plus 1. Print j comma n is equal to space and then the new line. So I hope we're pretty much done. Yeah. So when I run the code, we'll just ask the n value, let us say 7, it'll just print as it is. So the next test case, if it is 6, it goes like this. So here is your pattern printer. So your first question is over. Then let us go to the second question. So the second question, like, you'll just accept a string, and the program must print the largest consecutive repeating characters in a string. Okay, so it seems like you have to print the largest consecutive. It doesn't mean like the largest repeated number, it is the largest consecutive. You have to note that word on that. So for that, what we have to do is, first let me get the string. So s input dot strip. Okay, and I'm just iterating to the length of the string. and I'm just checking each and every character next to that particular character. That is, I'm comparing the next character of each character in the particular string. So it seems like I plus 1 comma then of yes. Okay, before that I'm just assuming an variable called c is equal to, that is, it will just count the number of characters, consecutive characters, and a variable, sorry, this to call answer to just append all the counts and then print the largest one. So if a of I equal to a of j, I'm just incrementing the c value, else I'm just breaking out of loop so that it doesn't go beyond if the condition doesn't satisfy, it has to break it. It does not go beyond that. Okay, and then I'm just appending the c value to that answer list, and I'm out of the loop. I'm just printing the maximum of answer. So let me just erase let me just erase this question so that you guys can see the end of the statement. Yeah, so what I did is I'm just getting the string and I'm just iterating to each character of the string. So then I'm comparing each character next to it, and if it is same, I'm just incrementing the count value, else I'm just breaking the loop. And finally I'm just appending that particular character, sorry, count to the list. So here I have to give not c is equal to 0 because a character can at least be one time repeater, so c is equal to 1 can be initialized, and I'm just, let me run. So I'm just giving a random value as such, like let us say a b a c c, and lastly I'm printing 4 times of a, so expected output will be 4, I guess. So yeah, we have a here a row. Yeah, oops, it is s of j, guys, I'm sorry. A B B C C A. So the expected output will be 3, I guess. Yeah, we are getting. So the largest consecutive number of characters will be printed. You can just try your random test cases, so it will work perfect. So if you have any doubts, you can reach out to our discussion forum. Thank you, guys.